One of the things that we found when we've been exploring the key competencies, and we've sort of been looking at ideas around the key competencies since about 2005, was every time that we go back to them, we see deeper layers and more nuances. And we found that it's a never-ending journey to really unpack what they mean and what they could look like in a classroom or a school. So I guess the reason for us wanting to continue our exploration of the key competencies is the same reason that we would give for suggesting to other people that they might want to read the book, is to carry on with that journey of exploring where we want our young people to be and what sorts of competencies and capabilities do we want them to have, and how can we foster that in a school situation.
So we've all worked on different aspects of the key competencies over the last few years, and we've worked on different projects, and working collectively was a way of bringing all of our different ideas together. Also, we wanted to model the processes that we were talking about in the book, and the idea that you can build new knowledge when different people's ideas are brought together. So we wanted to put into practice, or walk the talk, of what we were saying in the book.
We actually wrote the book with the hope that it would certainly, teachers are one of the key people that we have in mind. You know, we almost feel that we're in dialogue with teachers in the book, but we also wanted the book to hopefully be accessible and interesting for even people outside the education sector. So that's the first thing. I hope that teachers and school leaders do read the book, but I hope that other people also read it.
It means that we think about our children's education in terms of what our own education was like. But not only that, the second bit of that is that we're thinking about it from an uninformed perspective, essentially, the perspective of a child who really has no idea why their teacher made the particular decisions that they did. They simply experience them as the things that happen. And so if we want to understand the sorts of changes that are happening in education today, somehow we have to get outside our own apprenticeship of observation to be able to look back in on learning and think about it in a different way. That was one of the things that we had in mind when we wrote the book. We wanted to write it so that the ideas were accessible for people who have only in the past had their own learning experiences to bring to thinking about their children's learning, and just to give them a different set of lenses and tools to look in on the changes that are happening in schools now and to try to make more sense of those.